everyone. So our next book for this week is called What Floats in a Moat. This is a fun book. We're going to read about what floats in a moat. So first let's see what a moat is. Does anyone know what a moat is? I'm going to show you on the first page. So look at this picture. What do you think the moat is in the picture? So see this water around the castle? That is called a moat. All right, let's start our story. Archie the goat stopped short at a moat. He measured and mapped, he doodled and drew, he sketched and scribbled and scrawled. Aha, to cross the moat, pronounced the goat, we build a contraption to float. So they want to know how they can get across the moat into the castle. Or, said the skinny hen, we could just take the drawbridge. Bah, said Archie, drawbridge, strawbridge. This is no time for a drawbridge. This is time for science. Right, said the hen, science. Then the hen and the goat, alongside the moat, took stock of their cart of supplies. A barrel might float, mused the goat. We begin with a barrel of buttermilk. The hen and the goat alongside the moat hammered and nailed, clanged and banged. They wired and tied and built the SS Buttermilk. Archie the goat climbed aboard. Ready for launch, he called. Ready, said Skinny the hen. Push, said Archie the goat. I am pushing, said Skinny. Shove, said Archie the goat. I am shoving, said Skinny. Heave, said Archie the goat. I am heaving, said Skinny. That means to lift. Heave means to lift. The barrel and the goat splashed into the moat. Do you think it's going to sink or float? Let's take a guess. Glub, glub, it sank. So why do you think the barrel of buttermilk sank? It was filled with buttermilk. Archie the goat dripped out of the moat. Take note, pronounced the goat. A barrel might not float. Apparently not. Shall we take the drawbridge then? Said the hen. Bah, said Archie, drawbridge, flawbridge. This is no time for a drawbridge. This is time for science. Said the hen, science. Archie the goat gazed at the moat. He puzzled and pondered. He doodled and drew. He sketched and scribbled and scrawled. Let's see what's his next idea. Aha, to cross the moat, pronounced the goat, an empty barrel might float. Empty, said Skinny. Empty, said Archie. Drink, Skinny, drink. Drink the buttermilk, asked Skinny. Indeed, said Archie, for science. Ha, said Skinny, you are the scientist. Ah, said Archie, but you are Skinny. So now they're going to try the empty barrel instead of the full barrel, because the full barrel sank. Skinny held her nose and started to slurp. Belch, she guzzled, she gulped. She sipped and slurped and guzzled, sipped and slurped and guzzled, to the bottom of a barrel of buttermilk. Bah, said Archie. Then the goat and hen hammered and nailed, clanged and banged. They wired and tied and built the SS Empty. Archie the goat climbed aboard. Ready for launch, he called. Ready, said not so Skinny, the hen. Heave ho. Here goes. Do you think that the empty barrel will float? Let's find out. Splash, the barrel with goat splashed into the moat and floated, and tipped and rolled and tossed the goat into the moat. So it floated, but it tipped over. Archie the goat dripped out of the moat. Take note, pronounced the goat. Indeed, a barrel does float. And yet, said Skinny the hen, we remain outside the moat. Bah, said Archie, we try again, Skinny the hen. Again, groaned the hen. See what they're going to do next. Indeed, said Archie, the third and final barrel. Drink, Skinny, drink. The hen sighed, then he sipped. The hen sighed and slurped. She guzzled, she gulped, she stopped. She could not drink another drop. Ah, said Archie, just right. The hen and the goat, alongside the moat, hammered and nailed, clanged and banged. They wired and tied and built the SS Ballast. Archie the goat climbed aboard. Ready for launch, he called. Ready, said Skinny the hen. Heave, heave, heave. The barrel with the goat splashed into the moat. So now the barrel was half full. It's a little bit empty and a little bit full. Splash. It sank, but it also floated. Here it sank, and then here it floated. Sank and floated. They're confused. Why do you think the barrel sank and floated? Eureka, said Archie the goat, and he paddled across the moat just in time to meet the queen, hurrying from the castle. Archie, called the queen, for Pete's sake, next time take the drawbridge, and where is the rest of my buttermilk? In the moat, pronounced the goat. And in the hen, moaned the hen. All, said Archie, in the name of science. Science, fussed the queen. Science, what about my buttermilk? Bah, said Archie, buttermilk, guttermilk. This is no time for deliveries. This is a time for discoveries. Indeed, said Skinny the hen. The end. So that was a funny book about sinking and floating. So you could keep doing more experiments at home about sinking and floating.